Well, I thought the most difficult part about this Chunkman account was obtaining the penance pet from this minigame, but in reality, it's these random players that I have to play with every single day that don't know how to play the minigame. Wave 1, by the way. Welcome to my home for the foreseeable future, a nice chunk of land where Barbarian Assault resides. Completing this chunk will make me one of the very few players to have completed this minigame, and it's only the beginning. Still no luck. We just did 4 gambles there, nothing. But the resources obviously are stacking up. The Bank of Gillinor says I have a value of 10.7 mil. So that's pretty interesting. That's definitely climbing up. But I think I'm going to take a break from the minigame. I think I really want to focus on woodcutting and just fire making, getting that out of the way. I think it's about time. That way I don't have to worry about it. About to get 70 woodcutting. This is going to be the first level 70 on the account. Obviously, I have a lot more woodcutting levels to go here, but I did get some leaves as well from the sapling event, I think it was, and interesting enough, that does give me farming XP as well. So I'm not too far off level 2 farming in this chunk. So I will be curious to see just what levels I get off of these forestry events. But there's level 70 woodcutting. I also want to show you my bank as well. But yeah, I mean, I would be very curious. I think I can level up quite a few different amount of skills through the forestry events. I probably should bring my alt over here to kind of help spawn some of these. But let's just take a look here. These leaves, I think, are actually going to be pretty useful. I think I can use these leaves on cooking experience if I just use those on something, I think like a raw chicken or something like that. It gives us forestry rations, but I'm up to 5,000 willow logs that you might have seen in the bank there, so I still got quite a bit to go, but I'm quite enjoying this over the minigame at the moment, so we are going to continue woodcutting. Man, these guys definitely hyped themselves up a little bit too much. I thought I was going to be getting a nice, easy run here, because these guys were advertising that they were going to carry anybody to a free queen run. So I'm like, hell yeah, I'm going to get me a nice, easy run. But turns out these guys don't even know how to play the game. I will never complain about these maze random events. We got 75 more air runes and then obviously some other things, but just the air runes, that's all I care about. We now officially have more air runes than mind runes, so if I wanted to train magic, I will have to go kill some more barbarians for mind runes, but I don't foresee myself ever going out of the way to train magic in this chunk. I think I'm going to save that for a later day, but it's still nice to collect those things. This very well could be a new record for the longest run on the account. 54 minutes and 26 seconds that took us to do one entire run. That was a terrible team, as you can imagine. I don't really mind too much. I'm just kind of chilling at the moment. I could have left, abandoned the team, and then found a better one, but it is what it is. I feel like I might have had one over an hour before, but I think that might be a new record. While I'm killing these chickens here, I am going to cover over some theory crafting with you guys. I did not mean to attack that barbarian. But my goal for the account as far as cooking goes is obviously the 80 cooking for the raw shark. Now, previously, I've had mentioned that I was just going to, obtain raw lobsters through the minigame, and hopefully that would be enough to get me relatively close to that goal. And I never really did any much research after that, but one of my comments in one of my earlier videos did mention just how long that actually might take me to achieve the amount of raw lobsters that I need. So I started looking into it, and it turns out it is quite ridiculous. So raw lobsters are obtained through the low gambles in the minigame, which I have no need to do those anymore. It's honestly just a waste of points unless I just went for those lobsters alone. So to get to 80 cooking currently off of my current cooking level, I would need 15,446 raw lobsters. And if you do the drop rate and then obviously divide that by the amount of points it takes or whatnot, it's roughly about 4.2 raw lobsters per low gamble, which is equivalent to 3,600 total low gambles. Now, that takes about 1,800 hours is what it would take me to get the amount of raw lobsters I need. And if you don't know, that is well over the drop rate for the pet, which is currently the most difficult grind in this chunk. So I'm not willing to go that extra amount of time just to get 80 cooking through raw lobsters. So instead, we're back here at the chickens. I did mention at some point in time that I might end up back here at these chickens, and it turns out I will be here for a while. But nowhere near as long as I would have needed to do for the raw lobsters. So the amount of raw chickens I need is 62,000 raw chickens. I can roughly do a full inventory in about 4 minutes. There are ways I can save time on inventory runs because I'm currently banking them. Obviously, I can set up like a bonfire or something over here and just cook them here on the spot, save me quite a bit of time. But if I'm banking them, it would take me about 142 hours of killing chickens to get to the 80 cooking grind or goal, which is significantly better than 1,800 hours. So yeah, cooking goal has now been set to killing chickens. So I'll be back here. I'll be getting some combat levels, some prayer levels, but mostly just raw chickens. So I figured I'd cue you guys in on that tidbit though, just so you guys are aware if you see me here killing chickens. That way you know I'm no longer going for the raw lobsters. Ladies and gentlemen, I just got 75 woodcutting on the OneChunk account. I repeat, I just achieved 75 woodcutting. Thank you. We are about to hit a pivotal point on the account. 2 farming. I think the next one should get me there. Yeah, level 2 farming. Right there. We can now grow marigolds. Wow. Nothing of importance. I literally can't do farming for God knows how long. But I still think that's pretty funny that I could just get these random levels through forestry. We can also get like fletching levels, thieving levels, construction. You can get construction, but I don't have a player-owned house. I don't think I can do that. And Hunter, I think. So it'd be quite interesting to see what levels I get. I don't foresee me getting a whole lot, but still pretty funny to see. Well, I did not ask for this bonfire, but it looks like somebody watches the YouTube videos and knew I needed one. So shout out to this dude, B.A. Saboteur. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much. I guess I probably should just start bringing my old here and doing this, but no, I appreciate it. Level 55 fire making. I have my alts lighting me bonfires now here down underneath me, but I honestly, I don't know if I'm going to do this very long. I kind of like banking the logs. That way I can just, do that grind at a later time and just collectively see how many logs I have versus, every inventory throwing them here. It saves time for sure, but I don't know if I want to do it this way, to be honest. Oh, wow. I didn't even realize, but I got a petal garland here on the ground from the last forestry event. I have no idea what this thing does. Looks pretty cool. Let me look it up real quick. I haven't done forestry in a minute. Okay. Well, apparently it's just cosmetic. Has no purpose. I could have sworn this item at one point in time had a purpose when forestry first came out. Did it not, spawn forestry events more often or something like that? I guess now it's just cosmetic. I don't know. Well, oh shoot, the beard's covering it up. My long beard's covering it up, but that's our bested slot necklace. I tell you what, right there. Regardless of just being cosmetic, it looks pretty cool. So we're gonna hold on to that. I'll take it. Already got ourselves another farming level. No other skills leveled up, just the farming and woodcutting, obviously. Wow, just got the fox whistle as well. I think that is pretty worthless. I'm pretty sure all it does is convert your beaver pet, if you had one, to a fox. Which, I mean, I guess I could get a beaver pet in this chunk. I don't know if I can use this fox whistle without access to the forestry shop. The closest chunk to me is the Sears Village one as far as the forestry shop goes, so at least nonetheless it is a good head start to whenever I unlock that chunk, which is who knows how long from now, but maybe I'll get the beaver pet and we can convert it to a fox. That would be pretty nice, wouldn't it? Pretty cool. I think the only other item from forestry that I can get like this is a golden pheasant egg, which does the same thing, only instead of a fox, it converts your beaver to a pheasant, so I guess that's what we're looking for now. Pretty nice milestone coming in here with the woodcutting levels. We're about to hit level 80 woodcutting. There it is. Not too bad, not too bad. These levels aren't incredibly slow, but they're obviously going to get a lot slower from now. If I had to guess, I'll probably get around 83 woodcutting by the time I'm done with collecting my logs. So quite a few more to go. Not too bad. Well, I finally got another level outside of farming doing these events. Level 2 thieving has been achieved. The stats are going to start looking absolutely ridiculous with just random levels here and there, but honestly, I can't complain. Any level is a good level. So I'm pretty upset, needless to say. There is a poll going on right now that will change bonfire experience. So currently, any log that you use on a bonfire gets 1/3 of the XP than if you were to light the log with a tinderbox. But now there's a poll to change that to get the full amount of experience, whether you're doing a bonfire or not. Which is it's a bummer. Needless to say, it's it's literally the story of my RuneScape career. Is anytime I do a grind, shortly after that grind, there is an update to the game to make my grind a whole lot easier, but it doesn't happen until after I'm done with it. So I have 19,000 willow logs. I am done woodcutting for now because if that poll gets passed, I have more than enough logs to get to 75 fire making, which means I would have chopped way too many. But I couldn't have foreseen this being added to the game whatsoever, so obviously this isn't in the game yet. It's being polled. Who knows how long it will take before this is in the game. But I'm going to stop woodcutting here because if this does pass, I'm going to have more than enough logs, which is ridiculous. I'm going to vote yes, though. Honestly, this is how I wanted bonfires to be on release. I don't know why they didn't do this to begin with. It kind of upset me when they made this bonfire, because bonfires as is at the moment are pretty worthless, to be honest with you. Obviously, for a Chunkman account like me, there's, benefits to it, but man. All right, well, after woodcutting way too many logs, I'm sure this is going to pass. There's no way it doesn't. I guess it's just back to the minigame we go then. Cannot complain about this random event at all. Some more fishing XP. 17 fishing in the Chunkman account without ever fishing. Lovely. Well, this is not a good sign. Casual BA, the friend chat that I utilize to find good teammates here, for some reason it's not working anymore. It says the channel does not exist. Where'd it go? The channel you tried to join does not exist. Not quite sure what's going on there, but this could be an issue if it does not come back, because I was heavily relying on these guys to kind of help speed this chunk up, because obviously playing with random players is going to slow this down tremendously. So I'm going to ask a couple people what the heck's going on, but at the moment it's not looking too good. Not too sure what's going on. Hopefully it's something small and we can get the friend chat back. Another lamp and another agility level. That is level 4 agility. This is exactly what I was talking about. I definitely need that friend chat to come back, because playing with randoms is gonna be a rough grind for sure. So, little quick story here. This attacker refused to. We had originally 2 attackers and 1 healer. The attacker you see now refused to swap to a healer role, so the other attacker had to do it, and now this attacker took 403 seconds on wave 10 to clear the wave. That is a very long time, just FYI, and they're just now passing the eggs to him. And now he's trying to dunk the eggs in the lava pool, which is for the defender. Oh, jeez. Well, I finally got my eggs back. As long as everybody's spamming this cannon, we got 6 eggs. As long as they're spamming it, they should kill. I love how this guy told them to spam the cannon, but he's just standing there, not even firing the cannon. Okay, buddy. All right, thank goodness we finished it with a few 29 minutes. You know what? That's actually not that bad, considering some of the runs I've had in the past. I definitely thought that one was going to take a lot longer. That was an 8-minute and 37-second wave 10 run, though. Please, casual BA, come back to me, please. I don't know what's going on, but I don't know if I can do these ones much longer. Every now and then I could do these types of runs, but if I have to do every single run like this, this is going to be a problem. Let's see if it's back up yet. Tempting. Oh my goodness, it's back. Wow, I don't even know why I didn't check that before I did that run. It's back. I don't know what happened, but it's back. Holy cow. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. We're back in business.
We are back, baby. We are fucking back. We're back. Yeah. Classic. We are back. We are back.
Got a Dr. Jangle random. I did not mean to pull out a full inventory of Toadstools, but I panic every single time this random event comes because sometimes it despawns when I go into the bank. Sometimes it doesn't, but that one let me do it. So we got 3 stamina potions now. I need like 7 for the rejuvenation pool or whatever in the POH, so 4 more to go. Another agility level should be after this lamp. There is level 5 agility. These are definitely going to be coming in a lot faster. Now I get 50 XP per lamp, so it's definitely, you're going to see quite a few agility levels, I would imagine, here soon, which is pretty nice. What in the Varrock Guard is going on over here, guys? We got 3 people on this team. This dude's in full steel, and the other 2 are in freaking Iron Man armor. What in the hell's going on here? All right, well, I don't think this team's going to cut it. I can't imagine the Varrock Guards are going to victoriously lead the way through Wave 10, but I guess we'll see what happens. Who knows? Well, if anybody's trying to find a healer, Iron Yamacha here is charging me 5 mil if I let him on my team as a healer. He thinks he was that good. Oh, there he is right there. He was on my group last wave, or my last run, and we gave up on like wave 3 because nobody knew what they were doing. But for some reason, he thinks he's worth 5 mil to be a healer. Interesting. You know, at some point in time when I believe I got 50 defense, I said I wouldn't be getting another prayer level here. But now that we're killing chickens again, here we are about to get a prayer level with this bone. That is a level 41 prayer. We're definitely going to get to 43 at least, so we'll have all prayer protections eventually. I don't know exactly what level I'll get to, but it'll be pretty cool to have. I want to try something. I don't know how this is going to go. I had a alt light this bonfire here, and I'm going to try to keep it alive myself. There is 2 trees here that I could chop, dead trees, and kind of try to keep this bonfire alive. I don't know if it's going to work or not, because I don't really want to dedicate an alt to just sit here and keep this bonfire alive. I don't have that kind of money, but yeah, hopefully we can keep it alive with these dead trees. I don't know if I can or not. There's no plugin that tells me when it despawns either. The plugin works for normal fires, but as soon as you turn it into a bonfire, it doesn't tell me. That says it's glowing softly, though, so I think it is going to go out here pretty soon. Let's see. Oh! Okay, well, I don't think my dream is going to work. I was kind of hoping I could just keep a bonfire alive with these 2 trees I got, but I do not think that's the case. I'll probably just have to bank them. It's just, unless I dedicate an alt, there's just no other way, I don't think. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to pull this off, but we're about to witness just how good I am as a healer. By the way, Iron Yamacha is on my team. Did not charge me 5 mil, by the way, so thank God I have his services. But everybody on this team has less, the highest is 65 hit points, and I'm solo healing this, so it's going to be pretty interesting to see if I can actually keep everybody alive. Wow, I think I pulled it off, ladies and gentlemen. #1 healer of all time right here. Thank God this wasn't the Varrock Guards. At least we got the Falador Guards here this time, but this was the Varrock Guards, I definitely probably would not have done that. Oh, boy. Bada bing, bada boom. There it is, done. Let's see, how long did that one take? 38 minutes. Wow, okay, well. Not the best, but that's what you get for playing with the Falador Guards. All right, well, oh, holy cow, that was a quick random event. we will take this and throw it on agility. I think I got the full outfit set. Let me see. I don't even know if I have the full outfit or not. Yep, I do. Okay, throw this on to agility right there. One more lamp and we'll be level 6. Got a book of knowledge that is going to be level 7 agility. I probably should hold on to this though until I get an XP lamp. That way I get more XP from this book of knowledge once I'm level 7, but I'm not going to do that. I don't even think I can bring the book into the minigame. I might be able to, but I'm not going to figure it out anyways. I'm just going to get rid of it. Who cares? There's level 7 agility. Okay, so I believe I'm going to take a look here. I just did the Beekeeper random event. I think this is the last random event. Where is it at? Yeah, that was my last one. I have everything other than the stale baguette, obviously. I've never gotten that at RuneScape, but we're going to throw this lamp on agility. It's not going to get me a level, but pretty much almost level 8 there. I also want to check one thing. I haven't been looking at the updates, but I do want to check to see if the update for the bonfires has been released yet. I have no idea, honestly. It's been quite a while, so I think it should be out. I'm just looking to see how much XP this is. So this is supposed to give me 90 XP. Wait, hold on. Why did it not? Let's try again. I got plenty to spare. It didn't show me the XP drop. Hold on. 90 XP is what you're supposed to get. Oh my god. I think... Hold on. That just gave me 90 XP. I think the update's been out then. I think it's officially released. Okay. So that's the update I've been waiting for. So I guess I can start burning these logs. So I actually need, let's see, 10,530 willow logs to get to 75 fire making. Which, if you recall, I needed originally 39,000, so that's about 29,000 less logs to get to the goal that I needed. I did end up chopping almost 20,000, so that means I went about 10,000 logs, chopped more than I needed to, but again, there was no way I was going to predict that this update was going to come, so that's all right. We'll just hold on to the additional logs for when I need those, but... only 10,000 logs I gotta burn, so I'm gonna be doing this. It is a little bit slower than before because they made the XP equivalent to using a tinderbox on them, but they did slow down the amount of ticks per log, which is okay. It just makes it more AFK, which is it's what I like. So I'm gonna burn these 10,000 logs, get to 75 fire making, knock that out, and then continue the grind in Barbarian Assault. This KC is a nice little milestone. This is going to get me 150 KC for the high gambles for some blood runes. Have I gotten blood runes? I have. Okay, so that's looks like my second blood rune drop. That's actually pretty good, honestly. I'm not going to complain about some blood runes, but 150 KC, they're definitely starting to slow down. I feel like the first 100 KC kind of flew by because I was still learning. It was still new to me, so it was kind of, interesting to do. But now it's definitely starting to slow down, I feel like, which is unfortunate because I still have a lot of KC to go. But I'm going to continue. Nonetheless, we'll keep trekking and hopefully get that pet sooner than later. There is a level 75 fire making achieved. I can now process the magic logs that I have in the bank. We have 8,500 willow logs left, so that's a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Those will come in handy eventually. Let's go ahead and process this log though so we can complete the task. 75 fire making, process a magic log. That is done. Now all I have left is 3 tasks left in this chunk. 80 cooking, obtain a rune square, and then obviously the penance pet. So we are rocking and rolling. Only 3 more to go. I'm going to start opening up these bird nests I got from forestry. I was kind of hoping to get a little bit more, but I'm going to open these up and see what we get. All right, I finished up with opening all of my nests, we didn't get anything crazy. We got a spirit, a dragon fruit seed, some magics and yews and whatnot. I believe some of these magic seeds actually came from the minigame as well as those palm seeds. So not anything crazy. I mean, I only had 58 nests. I was expecting to get a little bit more. But that's going to come in handy one day. Who knows how long in the future that will actually be used. But that is going to be it. We are officially only 3 tasks away from completing this chunk, even though those are some of the longer tasks to complete. But we're making progress. We are making progress. That's going to be the end of this video, guys. A quick shout out to my YouTube members. This month is Teeters. If you are interested in supporting the channel as well, such as Teeters, you can click the link down below in the description to become a YouTube member today. It would mean a lot. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one.